You can see already chat is popping off. How's everyone doing? How are we all doing here? Hello, hello. Good to see everybody. See a lot of familiar faces in chat. Hello, hello. See some great folks in here. Nice. Yeah, we're on time this time. We are. We're here. We're ready to go. We got a big schedule already, as you can see on my left side here. Hello, Inez, Ruben. I see some folks. Kirby, Totul, see me, Blast. Nice. Seeing a lot of folks in here. How's everyone doing? How are we feeling today? Doing good? I'm having a great day here in Vancouver. It is extreme. It's pretty hot for Vancouver. We're looking some really hot weather, but overall, hope everyone else is doing good so far. Summer vacation event is underway. Is everyone doing good in that event? I'm curious how your journey in that event's going. I've been playing it quite a bit. I'm really enjoying the challenge mode, I gotta say. It's a little tricky. I found yesterday's Italy match in challenge mode was pretty tough. I thought I had a decent squad put together. I was like, oh, 101 OVR with a bunch of Italian players. I'll be good to go. But I don't know about you guys, but once I hit that 3-0 Italy game, I hit a wall. I had to try it a few times. So I'm curious, how did you guys find that challenge mode? I assume most people in here were setting up some decent lineups, right? It was pretty hard. I was surprised, given that the Spanish ones from last week were pretty manageable. I came into Italy, I was like, it should be fine, no problem. But I mean, it is what it is. You got 2 tries, not bad. I gave it a couple tries as well. I'll be honest, I used some gems. Wasn't proud of myself for that, but imagine not winning first try. Wow, that's harsh. Some of us aren't amazing. Some of us are okay, they're decent, but that's just harsh. But yeah, otherwise, what is everyone's progress looking like so far on the flag path? Is everyone going for the 97, the Werner, or I think it's a Zaniolo, or if people started cutting off to the 96? Because I know I kind of looked at the 96 Wijnaldum on the path there, and I was tempted. I was very tempted to just say, you know what, he fits my team. He's got a good skill boost. I'm gonna go in for him. But I held strong. I'm still on the path there. I haven't spent my currencies yet. Imagine not getting Camavinga. Okay, there. 90. I see some people going for the 95, the 96. Yeah, 97 Zaniolo. I mean, what's the strategy here for you guys on the path so far? Are you just going to go for the 97 and just sell on the market, or are you going to fit him in your team? I'm curious, because I was tempted, as I said, to go for that 96 Wijnaldum, because he does fit my team, and I do need a new CM, and I do have that same skill boost. But I figured I'm going to see how much currency I get towards the end of the flag path, maybe get that 97 and sell. Yeah, I am short on coins, so do need to make some there. That's good. You got a 95. You fit him in your team. That's good. That's good. Cool. 96. I see some people going for the 96. That's fine. I assume most people are going for that Wijnaldum, or unless you're going for the Meunier. I've been rocking Hakimi for a while, so I don't need a right back there. Meunier is good. Oh, that's good. Antoine broke. I mean, you got to make it work. And I see Slobozai. Some people have been saying he's decent. I think it was on Reddit. I saw there was a post that's like team player and selfish. People were kind of memeing, which was hilarious to see. I don't know if anyone's noticed any differences if any other player has that, where you have those 2 traits, but it's always kind of funny seeing those when they go against each other. So yeah, is everyone doing good though? We're already the 4th episode, the 4th stream. We've got a lot scheduled today. As you can see, we've got highlights of the month. We've got manager mode. We've got some gameplay improvements to share as well. It's coming up in a future update. We've got Tropical Tour, which is that new event. We'll be showing players, as well as kind of a special way of showing off the event, which I'm sure everyone here will really enjoy. That's towards the end of the show. And then, as always, we'll finish up with some giveaways. So this is it. This is going to be a good show. We've got a lot of good stuff planned. We're really excited to bring to you a new manager mode video as well. That is going to be an exclusive first look on Twitch. You guys get to see it first before anyone else. And then I'll be able to answer a bunch of questions about manager mode. Then we'll have a whole segment about gameplay, which our own gameplay producer is going to walk through all the new adjustments and improvements that are coming. So I think you're going to want to stick around for this show. There's a lot to go through. But before we get into really the meat of the show, I want to let some more people kind of trickle in. And that's where we're going to start off with everyone's favorite segment, Highlight of the Month. We've got a few clips here to share, and kind of you guys can take a look at it. Let me know what you think. But it's mostly just to let folks trickle in and get us ready for those other stuff. But we're going to throw to our first Highlights of the Month video here. We got 5 to showcase, and I'm curious to see what everyone thinks. I mean, as always, Highlights of the Month is fun. You get to showcase some of the clips. There's some neat goals that come in. I'll be honest, there's a lot of goals that we get submitted that we look and we're like, okay, this is not Highlights of the Month worthy. But if you think yours is, don't hesitate to obviously submit it, because we see some awesome goals. I'm hoping some of these really highlight that. But we'll showcase the first one up here. We'll see what you guys think, and we'll run through it. So here's our first one here. And what I kind of liked about this one is normally on free kicks, I don't know about you, but I tend not to go for the pass on a free kick. And obviously that was in a position where it's very tough to score from. But I think just the fact that he was able to get the header and cross it back across the box and then the back heel was pretty unique. So pretty interesting goal here. What does everyone think looking at this? 10 out of 10. I mean, if you think, I personally don't think it's a 10 out of 10, but I think it's a pretty solid goal. It's not bad. For me, it's just the fact that on a free kick, he went for the pass across the box. I like to see that. All right, we're getting some ratings coming in. Let's go to our second clip here. Seeing some harsh ones here. It's a decent back heel, right? Yeah. I think chat will like this one. The build-up play. We'll show that one again from the start, but look at the amount of passes. And also I think the dribbling and the precision on this is very impressive. Right here, yeah, that's some lovely build-up play, and then the finish is tidy by Prime Torres. If you like passing and you like long build-up goals, I think it's quite nice. So I'm seeing a bit of some divided opinions so far. I see some people dropping some 4s and some 3s. That's a bit harsh, I think. I think this is one of the nicer goals that I've seen build-up play too. It all depends on what you like. If you like the flashy back heels or bicycle kicks, then sure, this won't really scratch that itch. But I think it's a nice, as people are saying, tiki-taki. It's our man, Akinfenwa. Look at that. If you like the flashy goals, this is one you'll like. Doesn't have the insane amount of passing or precision, but it's just an awesome animation. And it's with his end of era item, so gotta respect it. Exactly, he's a beast. That is correct. Let's go over to our fourth clip here, and we'll do a little vote towards the end. So this one is a simple header, but we figured, how often do goalies really get their head on the ball on these situations? So it's kind of a different, it's not like an amazing high-end goal, but it's more just like it's highlight worthy is how we saw this. and just being able to showcase it. Hey, people score with their goalies. So reminds me of that Allison goal from the Premier League season. Exactly. I see some people dropping Allison. Yep. So yeah, it really depends. If you think this is something you've already done or you've seen it a bunch of times, then you're probably going to think, okay, this highlights whatever. But if you haven't, it's kind of a neat thing to see, and it doesn't happen too often. I hate that Allison goal. Fair enough. So we've got our last one here. We'll show it, and then I want to get your opinions, everyone, on the favorite of the bunch. So I think this one was, again, it wasn't the most like jaw-dropping goal per se, but I think just the wherewithal to do the slide tackle. Obviously I think the defender who lost the ball there probably could have done better, but it was just kind of something different, some variety, and a well-timed slide tackle. I can tell people already are not big fans of this one. I see a lot of low ratings. Okay, that's good to know. Everyone is not feeling that last one. 0 to 10. All right, fair. So based on those, so starting with 1 with that first clip all the way to 5, I'm going to assume that 5, no one's voting on that one. So you don't have to do that if you don't want. But between 1 to 4, which one do you think was the best? If you can remember. So I'm seeing a few. I think we've got. I think we're all right here. We got a few people chiming in. We're saying 1. Fair enough. Some 3s. Akinfenwa's goal was good. Yeah. Again, as I said, if you think you can score better goals, it's easy to say in chat, "Oh, I score better goals than this," but then we want to see them submitted. And I don't know if I'm seeing some of these names submitted at highlights of the month that I'm seeing talking some mad trash about these goals. So if you think that you got better goals than this, the highlights of the month clip, we want to see you submit them. Obviously, highlights of the month. So go.ea.com/highlights of the month, HOTM. Again, you guys always come in hot with these comments, and it's good. I like it. But if I'm not seeing some of these names dropping in their top goals, then I don't know. It's tough to take you guys super seriously with this. Exactly. Thanks, Jason. Dropping the link in chat as well. So we've kind of got a nice little warm intro here with highlights of the month. I think we've got a lot of people in chat now, which is awesome. So I think we're gonna get into the real bulk of the show, what everyone wants to see here, and that's manager mode. So we released the video last week, the first kind of teaser video of it. It's a fully new mode coming to FIFA Mobile in an upcoming update, and it's basically you set your lineup, you set your tactic, it's focused on strategy, it's kind of an idle gameplay mode where you can change your tactics on the go, and then you watch your team play it out. So it's kind of a fun mode. I've been able to play it a fair bit before it's going live here, fiddle around with some of the different tactics and strategies. But if you missed it, we do have the video will show up on screen here just to refresh your memory if you missed it. All right, so I'll talk through the video a bit if you're looking at this and going, Antoine, what does this all mean? I saw this video, I'm not really sure. So basically, it's manager mode is like, it's head-to-head except you're not playing it. You're going to be setting up your team ahead of time, you're going to be focusing on their strengths and weaknesses, and trying to beat your opponent through strategy, tactics, and obviously decision-making, within those tactics. So as you kind of saw on that right-hand side, there's all kinds of different presets that you can choose. You can go with something like attacking, you can go with something like control, counter, defensive, and then there's custom. So these are all different tactics, and within those tactics, you've got different kind of like adjustments and filters that you can play with. So there's like build up there, there's attacking, there's defensive, and within that, there's like separate tactics like shooting rate or like tackle rate or dribbling rate or cross rate. So you can actually go in and change those during the game, before the game, and basically make sure that your team is playing the way you want to play. So it's kind of a fun way to fiddle around with this, try to find out what tactics work for your squad, and then you watch it basically happen on the fly. And then with that, you can obviously make some substitutions. You'll have your regular team settings that you have in head-to-head. The only difference, though, is this is an auto-played mode, so this is idle completely. Which means you can't actually pick it up and start playing. You're going to be watching your players play out your strategy. So I'm seeing some people kind of understanding the gist of it. So if we're all good with that, we actually have a second video here, which hasn't been released yet. This is FIFA Mobile's exclusive look on the Twitch stream. It's a pretty short video again. It'll talk a little bit about the autoplay and the Division Rivals setup. So we'll throw to that right now and we'll show it off to you guys. So, like I mentioned here, what's interesting is here is you can actually set up your team to play a bunch of matches in the future. So you set your first one, but then there's also kind of a queue where you can set, hey, I want my team to play 10 straight matches. So you can basically set your phone aside, or you can keep watching for 10 straight matches, and then it'll queue it up automatically after your first match is done. So it's kind of a nice way you can set the number of matches. You can also set a division you want to reach. So say, for example, you want to hit Pro 3 and you just started. So you can set that in the autoplay settings. You put your phone onto the side, you can maybe go do something else, you're working, you're watching TV, and then your game will actually keep queuing up future games. So you don't actually have to go in and press the button to start a new game over and over. So it's kind of a different way of playing FIFA Mobile. You can always come in and like cancel the queue, or like come in and fiddle around with your tactics. But if you're the kind of person that just kind of like likes to set it to the side, do something else, or to set it to the side and watch, this is kind of a nice way of doing it. So as you can tell here, this is how the UI is going to look with all those different settings. And also, this is going to be within Division Rivals. So we're going to have our regular verse attack. We're going to have a head-to-head as we normally do. Manager mode is going to come into verse attack, and there's going to be all the whole basically moving up all the way to FIFA Champions. So the different divisions going to be very similar, so you'll be familiar with that. One thing that I'm going to have some more info in on a deep dive later this week, we've got a whole article with a bunch of information, some screenshots, is that there's actually like a promotion relegation style progression within manager mode. It's a little bit different than regular verse attack or head-to-head, is you'll be playing a certain amount of matches, and then based on how many points you accumulate during those 10 matches, you either get promoted, you stay in the same division, or you get relegated. So it's kind of a different twist on your usual fan counts, which could make for some pretty cool, like you've got 2 games left, you have to get 6 points to get promoted. And that could be kind of a fun way to play with it. So it's a nice little twist on what we're used to already. Will it only be against others doing manager mode? Correct, yeah, manager mode is a fully PvP game mode, so you're going to be playing against other users. I don't have a confirmed date on when this is coming out, but we will have more news very soon. And I know on my end, I've been working on a deep dive, a big article with a lot of information for manager mode that I'm really excited to share with you guys, hopefully later this week. Can you verse a friend with manager mode? To be confirmed, I think we're still looking to add that in, but you should be able to find folks in your same kind of rankings like you do normally in Versus Attack and head-to-head. Level requirements, we'll touch on that later. Don't want to reveal too much, but it's kind of, yeah, just in general, Manager Mode's a very different style. I'm excited to try it out on obviously the live game. I've been playing it already a little bit off on like kind of the my own build. But yeah. Formations cannot be changed while you're within the match, but you can obviously change your formations before. So you will have your regular like head-to-head settings where you can drag players around and stuff like that. Just within the mode, you'll just have your tactics, and within those like sub tactics, the detailed ones, those little levers, which is probably kind of fun. So yeah, it's kind of different. We'll have some more news for you later this week. But I hope you guys liked kind of this exclusive first view at the next video we had here. It's a little different, but I think you guys will like it. And same thing, we'll have more information on like rewards for promotion, staying in the same division, relegation, and also how that works, because it's kind of nice. It's different. So if everyone is ready, good with Manager Mode, we have another little segment here based on gameplay. And I think everyone in this chat is pretty interested about gameplay. We've been reading a lot of the feedback coming in around things like weak foot, around things like goalies, around things like switching settings. So in an upcoming update, we're going to have some adjustments to gameplay. We're taking a lot of the feedback that the community's been talking about and integrating that into the newest update for FIFA Mobile gameplay. So we actually have our very own gameplay producer who's going to be running through these changes. So he's not actually live on the show. We have a recorded segment here that he's put together. Timo's going to be talking about all the gameplay adjustments. He's got some awesome capture he's going to showcase, and he's going to walk you through it. So I'm going to send that over to him right now to talk through, and I'm really excited. We're excited to show this off. So without further ado, let's send it over.
Hey everyone, my name is Timo, and I'm the gameplay producer for FIFA Mobile. Over the next few minutes, I'll be introducing all the major changes, new features, bug fixes, balancing, and basically all the good stuff that's included in this update. But first, I want to take a moment and say thank you to the community for all that passionate feedback and suggestions we've received since the launch of the new season. I can tell you, the team has been working very hard, and we've made it a priority to address these issues in order to create a more fun and fair gameplay experience. So let's take a look at all the major changes included in this update. I'm going to leave this on the screen for a little bit for you to take it all in and hopefully get you very excited for what is to come. Okay, so the very first big update is all about the goalkeeper, and especially his ability to save long shots. So in the update, we now better reflect the value of both goalkeeper and shooting attributes, creating a better balance between them. And we also want to reward good chance creation. This means if you put your player into a good position to score, he will be successful. However, if you're attempting a very difficult shot, the goalkeeper will most likely save it. So let's look at some examples. I'm sure many of you have experienced a situation like this before. Your opponent takes a long shot and you expect your goalkeeper to save it, but instead he seems rooted to the spot and reacts way too late before he can make a diving save. So now let's take a look at the new goalkeeper. Now he can make these amazing diving saves and overall becomes more reliable and consistent. And he should be making these saves because those are difficult shots. They're from far out and generally have a difficult angle towards the goal. So the higher rated your goalkeeper, the more likely he will save it. That being said, you can still score these amazing long shots in FIFA Mobile. If you have a high rated shooter and set yourself up in a good position, you will still be successful. But overall, we've improved the balance between the goalkeeper and the shooter in this update. Moving on to the next item, which I'm sure many of you are excited to see. We've heard your feedback and we agree. In situations like these, you expect your player to score. This is especially frustrating in versus attack when your player misses easy chances like this. So I'm excited to announce that we increased the accuracy of the weak foot for close to mid-range, allowing you to convert great chances with ease. That said, as you move further away from the goal or attempt difficult shots, your player will still be less accurate with his weak foot. Remember, this is all relative based on his finishing and long shot attribute as well as the weak foot rating. Moving on to versus attack. Again, thank you for your feedback. We have been listening and bring 2 changes with the update. First, all basic chances are now equally challenging and better reflect their quality. Secondly, we want to make sure that high-rated defenders feel more valuable and more impactful during your opponent's turn. Let's take a look at some examples. Here you can see snapshots of basic chances. They generally have more defenders you need to beat and start further away from the goal. You can still convert them successfully, of course, they just require a little more skill than before. Next, let's talk about skill moves and the stun time applied to defenders. Currently, it's too easy to bypass defenders as they are stunned for a long time. So now with the update, we've reduced the stun time to be much shorter, but still give you that brief moment to allow separation. The amount of stun time is dependent on the rating of the defenders. Use these indicators in gameplay to see if the opponent defender is higher rated, equally rated, or lower rated than your player. We really want to build towards a more skill-based gameplay, where you need to time your skill move to be successful. We believe that these changes will bring better balance to versus attack and reward player skill. The next item has been highly requested, and I'm very excited to announce we're bringing back the player switching to FIFA Mobile. This means you can now choose between automatic, fully manual, or semi-automatic, where we only switch you automatically during airball situations such as a cross, a lob, a lofted through pass, or loose ball situations. So now you can go to the settings, to your gameplay preferences, and at the very bottom you'll find these new switching settings. Turn off the player auto switch to be fully manual. However, when you have auto switch on, you get a second option to toggle between the fully automatic or semi-automatic. And now, let's take a look at all the remaining quality fixes and tuning included in this update. First, we've improved the kit clash logic. Now what this means is that we now do a much better job of selecting the color of your and your opponent's kit. Next, we've also fixed an issue where minor collisions would be called by the referee as a foul. Thanks to your feedback, we have identified 2 skill moves that are currently too overpowered. Open up, fake shot, and lane change are therefore being reduced in their effectiveness. Staying with skill moves here, we also fixed an issue where the consecutive error was not applied correctly. Now what does this mean? If you're chaining skill moves, doing one skill move after the other, the skill move will become less effective. Moving on to versus attack and league versus league. We now delayed gesture passes and free kicks only by 1.5 seconds to address the issue of unintentional passes. And lastly, in league versus league, we now completely remove counterattacks. So there you have it, guys. We hope you're excited to try out these new changes. We will include more details with our patch notes with the release of the update, so make sure to check it out. So please, keep the feedback coming, guys. We truly care about your thoughts and opinions. There are many more gameplay features coming later this year, so until then, thank you and see you on the pitch.
Hey everyone. So yeah, that was our gameplay segment. What did everyone think? I saw a lot of dubs in the chat. Lots of great changes and a lot of things that came right from your feedback, which it's super exciting to see. And this is the stuff is like from a community perspective, seeing like you guys were talking about weak foot, you guys were talking about goalies, you guys were talking about switching settings, all of these things. The skill move stun timers, for example, like these kind of things. It's awesome that we see the feedback that you guys have been sharing all season. We can make these adjustments, and then when you jump into the game and you're playing your league versus league, your verse attack, your head to head, whatever you're playing, you'll be like, wow, okay, I noticed these. This is great. My 3-star weak foot actually can score from a little bit closer in more reliably, or oh, my goalkeepers are actually playing closer to what their stats are than before. They're making saves. So I think those are going to be some awesome changes. I'm really looking forward to. I think it's also going to change a little bit about how verse attack will be played, and how, I guess, head to head as well. Because I think we've noticed a little bit of a meta coming into head to head about certain shot distances and reliability with also the players and their weak foot. So I think overall these are some pretty good changes, and I think should open up the amount of players you can use. I think goalies as well should be a lot more reliable when it comes to some of these longer shots. So I want to hear in chat, what is from that update that Timo gave, what is the one thing you're most looking forward to? What for you stood out as like, wow, that is awesome. I'm excited about that. Lots of good changes. I agree. I just want to know from you guys, what's one that really stood out? Like you're like, wow, that's awesome. The auto switch, agreed. Goalkeeper, weak foot, goalies. Lots of goalies. I agree with that one. It's going to change a lot, but in a good way. All were dubs. Right? Yeah, there's some good stuff in there. So some extra questions that I kind of think might come up, but I'll answer them now as well, is firstly with weak foot. So does this mean that all weak foot ratings are going to be affected, like in all aspects of the game? And the answer is yes. So this kind of adjustment is across the board, and it increases accuracy across the board for all players with, it affects all the weak foots. Obviously, though, that comes down sometimes to finishing and other attributes, but you will notice that across league versus league, versus attack, head-to-head, PvE matches, etc. The other one as well that I could see some questions coming up for is the skill move stun timer that we showed in verse attack. That will also apply to league versus league and verse attack, but it won't apply. That changed the adjustment we made in that, that clip we showed with Van Dijk there. Wasn't stunned as easily. That's only going to be in verse attack and league versus league. So those are the only two places those adjustments you'll see. In head-to-head and PvE, it'll still be similar as before. So it's good to see. I think it's going to make verse attack a little harder, and I think we're going to see a bit more of a skill gap there, because basic chances are going to be trickier. Also, the stun timers are not going to be as intense. So better defenders should be able to defend against you in verse attack and league versus league. So I think we might see a bit of an adjustment period for people you've gotten so used to scoring tons of goals in verse attack or league versus league, or just being reliably converting. I think it's going to be a little different, and I think there's going to be a bit of an adjustment period, but I think it's for the best overall. And again, some of these things we're going to be reviewing feedback as we go through as well. So if we're noticing like, wow, we went a little bit too hard with this, or we need to make adjustments, we will do that. So great. I'm also seeing some comments on when this is coming. We don't have a date yet, but again, we'll have a gameplay deep dive later this week, which will in turn have some more info on when you can expect this update. I'm also seeing a lot of messages here about ban hackers and cheaters. I cannot comment on that, unfortunately, but I can say that the security team is investigating at the moment. So we hear you, we're looking into it. So if everyone is good with this gameplay update, and obviously we'll share out more information on this. You guys just got the first look because you're in the Twitch stream. We have some tropical tour news to get to, and obviously we've been sharing out the player art video. We had that little preview banner, but tropical tour is kind of the event that's coming out tomorrow. So it's going to be alongside summer. It's kind of its own event. And is everyone ready to see the players? Because once we got the players, I got something special to check in. So if I can get some dubs in the chat here, or at least something in the chat, we'll pull up some of the players. Yes? Okay. Let's start it off. Let's show off some of the players. Tropical Tour. We got the icons. Got 2 event icons, Rivaldo and Okocha. And then we got our enhanced-based icon, Sanchez. I'm loving the art on these event icons. It always strikes me. Even just having the wreaths on the side, I think looks awesome. And then you got that left mid and that right mid combo. And then that 95 striker. Yeah, overall, our team did an awesome job of this. I think they really nice theme to it. So I assume everyone here got their screenshots in, or you got a good look at it. If we're ready, we have another banner to show off, which is going to be all the event players. Let's pull that up. Show it off to you guys. Tropical Tour. Look at that. Thiago Silva, Ederson, Valverde, Aubameyang, Correa, Diaz, Jimenez, Mendy, Zapata, Gerson, Alex Telles, and Emerson. So mostly players in this event are going to be from like South America, going to get some African players, a few Central American players in there. Mostly focused on like kind of tropical climates. But also there's a lot of star players in here. Really looking forward to some of these. They're going to be awesome. Who in the chat so far have you noticed is kind of, who are you going to go for out of these guys? Seeing some Mendy. Cool, Mendy. Yeah, Diaz should be good. Valverde. Yeah, Mendy got his item. Nice. You got Diaz in the yellow kit, which is kind of different, and then also Correa in that one as well. So these are obviously not all the players. We'll have some more players to show off as well. But if we're ready, chat, we have a different way of showcasing the event. So I was able to get my hands on a new on a build with Tropical Tour on my phone, and instead of having some screenshots to go through, I actually have the game on my phone right now, and I was looking forward to showcasing the new event. If you guys can all see this, we got FIFA Mobile live on the show. Got a little account I've set up. You guys can see this all right. Look at that. So we're in Tropical Tour. It's kind of a cool way to show it off, right, chat? Instead of screenshots, I can actually play through this event with you, show it off. Looks pretty nice, right? So, as I mentioned, this is a 2-week event. Tropical Tour isn't like a full long event. It's 2 weeks. It's fairly simple, but let's go through it. So you're going to come in daily and you're going to play your skill games. You got a couple skill games here. You got a match. Then you're going to come into another skill game and then finish off with a match. And if you notice, you're going to be getting shells. So these are shells that you can use along the path. And then at the matches here, you're actually going to be getting scouting tokens. So if you remember, if you're playing Summer Vacation, obviously you know, these are to be used in the Summer Vacation event. So this is daily. You're going to come through and complete those, and then you just get your Starfish credit. And we'll touch on that a little bit later, but there's a Tropical Pass that we can show. From there, you're going to be going through, basically you got different milestones. And so for example, the first one here is week 1. So win 20 skill games or matches, 20 divided by 5. You're about 4 days worth of this, and you get your 87 plus actually 5,000 vacation points. Ignore the gem and coin totals up there. I kind of had a bit of fun on this before the stream. Went into a bunch of the events and got some players, but we'll show that off later. But anyways, back to this event. Then the final milestone here is the Alex Tellez. And if everyone's interested, actually, we can check into his stats. So this is the 95. He's got reactions. I don't know if anyone's interested in looking at these, but these are some of the attributes. Obviously this stuff, if this matters to you. So yeah, this one is for 60. So you're looking at about 12 days worth. So you're going to be coming in, doing this daily, pretty straightforward. And then what is this? We have another chapter here, breaking waves. So you kind of can probably recognize this from fishing hole, other events where we've had this kind of mechanic, where you're going to come in, going to get your daily claim of fishing lures. So let's claim it. And then from there, you'll notice there's the 3 different places you can use your fishing lures on. So we've got shallow waters, we have near shore, and we got offshore. So these are very similar. If you remember, near shallow waters has usually the best chance of returning your lures, but the lowest chance of actually getting those daily rewards. And then on the other side, offshore is higher chance, but you don't really get them back as much. And if you notice, these are krill. So you'll get these sometimes when you claim them. And then once you get 4 krill, you can actually take it back to the recycler and you can trade them in to get more fishing lures. So similar to past events we've done. But you'll notice, what is this? So this is a new one we've kind of added called Turbulent Waters. And it comes in a couple times a day. And from there, you only get 2 attempts at it, but it's got actually a much higher rate of getting the daily reward. So it's kind of up to you. You can come in and try these. Or if you're someone who's like, you know what, I like shallow waters, I like to go for the milestone. So as I mentioned, there's a recycler and then different milestones all the way up to Fabinho and even further. So mostly resource heavy, similar to obviously the spring event. We've got some training transfer items, as you can see, 380. Right at the end here is going to be the 500. My guess for most folks who will probably get in this probably 115 to 140 range is going to be my guess based on my early calculations. And then obviously the Fabinho here is 320. So let's check it out if you want to look. Got that Fabinho 97. He does have 2-star weak foot, but hopefully after that update, it won't be as important. He's got vision, and he got some of his attributes here. That standing tackle at 113. And then I think people are asking to check out Navas, who's the first catch of the day player. He's a 97 here. Yeah, don't joke about that 2-star. So here's the Navas. You can see diving, positioning, reflexes, and handling, and he's got the handling skill boost. So let's try this one. Let's open it up so you have an idea of what it looks like. What did I get? Oof, got myself some krill. Let's do this a few times here. Hey, got some skill boost. But anyways, I think everyone kind of understands how this works. It's fairly straightforward. The interesting one I'll be curious to hear about is this turbulent waters and how you guys all find it, or if you go for it, or if you find you're just going to stick with your regular tried and true shallow waters. So I'll play a few, I'll just do the skill game here. Actually, wait, we do have the tropical pass to check out. So, you're probably wondering about the tropical pass. So here's a nice little look at it. We're actually missing the action shot there on Sanchez, but is that going to show? Oh yeah, it actually hasn't loaded in yet. But if you're curious about his stats for Sanchez, he's got second striker, and then throughout here, you'll finish off with the Valverde. So Valverde here with holding. Actually, yeah, right, nice image. He's got 4-star weak foot. Some interesting pace. Fairly well-rounded, actually. So not gonna actually go over the cost of this. But I assume people will want to look at some of the other players we have too. So I had some fun yesterday. Obviously went to the summer event and got a bunch of players with my huge amount of gems. Again, this is not the live game, everyone. This is still like a work in progress dev build. But I was just able to go into the summer event, got myself the Czech, the Werner, Camavinga. But I think what people are going to want to see here is like this Thiago Silva, for example. Nope, still got this popping up. So you can see the Thiago Silva here at a 98. He's the top OVR of the event. See some of his stats. And you got other ones like the Aubameyang, Correa, Ederson, Fabinho, Navas. This one's actually our giveaway edition. If you remember this, our Valverde, we'll have that later on in the show. And same thing, we got the giveaway version of Diaz. Some other players, we got Miguel Antonio, we got Gabriel, Garrison Jimenez. You saw a bunch of these. Some other ones we didn't show in the banner actually is going to be that Firmino. Firmino we didn't show off. Who else didn't we show off? Coutinho as well. So yeah, actually what we'll do here is that, so in Tropical Tour, I showed off Main and Breaking Waves. Sunny Shores is actually undergoing a little bit of adjustment right now, so I can't actually show it on screen. But what I will do is I'll pull up a screenshot of it, because it's basically just like the path. So you're going to be getting your shells, if you remember from this path in the skill games and matches. You're going to be using these to claim rewards in the Sunny Shores chapter. So what I'll do quickly is I'll pull up the screenshots for Sunny Shores. We'll show them quickly for everyone, and then we'll get back into some of the players. So here's Sunny Shores, everyone. On the left side, you're going to have your players that are going to be obtainable throughout those little like those Elite Plus packs within the path. But basically, you're going to be using your shells to go down the path and go towards players you want. And then on the right side, if you remember, there's kind of these trinkets we've had in previous events where at any point, at any node, you could claim one of these trinkets. And I want you to look at that fish emote. Does he look kind of familiar? I don't know. Was he maybe in a previous event? I think community is going to like that one. But there's also a logo. You get some extra rewards in there, and you go down the path towards different players. So I can't actually show that on screen right now. But we do have a second screenshot here to show as well. Perfect. So this is kind of the format, is you'll come down the path and then you'll choose to go off to the player you want. So here we got Jimenez and Firmino as the 96s. There'll be previous players above and below. The end of the path is actually Ederson at 97 there, right at the end of the boardwalk. Yeah, you guys recognize fish from April Fools? dancing fish. But yeah, it should be good. So those are kind of the two looks of the Sunny Shores. Did anyone have any questions on this section before I come back to the live game or my dev build here to play a little bit of some skill games and matches for you guys? Any chance of old emotes coming in the game again? Yeah, I think there's always the opportunity for us to bring it back into like some kind of like gem pack or something like that. Because I think some people come into the game, they miss it out, and they want to come back and get some more. Cool. So yeah, this event is fairly straightforward. It's pretty simple. Again, summer is still going to be the main focus, but there's just kind of something there. You can come in, do your skill games and matches daily, get some extra rewards, go along the pass as well. Event icons are going to be within store packs as well. And then obviously we saw that Hugo Sanchez on the path. So I'm seeing a lot of people asking about skill boosts. We're going to pull up the game again here because I do want to show off some of the players we didn't get a chance to. So can everyone see here in chat? We got Tropicals Tour still open. Awesome. So I'll show off my team here. And we'll go to some of the Tropical Tour players. I'll put a filter on so we don't see any of the other guys. Here we go. So these are all the Tropical Tour players in the event. Might want to take a screenshot of these. Oh, got a few duplicates in there. Did have a bit of fun going through some of the packs and opening them. So yeah, I can see there's a Joel Linton. There's a Barrow towards the end there. Some other players here, Sulemana. So I think people have been asking about Aubameyang stats. Let's check it out. Can you guys see that up on screen? He's got shooting. Check out the Correa as well. Exchange player, I see someone mention that. I'll go to that. We got a little surprise for everyone. The Ederson, which I mentioned was at the end of the path, but here's his item. He got reflexes. Fabinho there, Navas. Here's the Gabriel. Actually, did we look at DS? I don't know if we did. Oh, do you want to see the 100 overall art? All right, let's train up Thiago Silva here. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll show it off. Oh, look at that. So there's the 100 OVR Tropical Tour art. Here's how it looks like in the screen here. Looks pretty nice, right? So here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my starting lineup. I'm just gonna go highest OVR. I'm gonna have to move some of these guys around. But I wanna see I'm gonna make a full team here with Tropical Tour players. Sorry, Camavega, we're gonna swap you out. Sorry, Delafeu. Let's put Garrison outside. Romero. Whoop. It's left mid here. We'll just put in our Aubameyang here, and we'll get Firmino. And you guys can see the full team, see how it looks like. Oh, there we go, Firmino. And we'll swap out Czech for Ederson. All right, so that's a look at kind of a full squad. The art looks pretty nice, right? You want to see the Garrison stats real quick? Here we go. Won't get into the attributes, but just so you can see basic stats here. Gabriel, we'll show off Gabriel real quick. Here we are. So there's no prime icon in this event. It's just 2 event icons and then the enhanced. So I won't show off those guys. I'll keep it a bit of a surprise. But one thing I do want to showcase is the exchanges. What do we have here? Do you guys see something on that right-hand side? What does that say in the top right? Is that end of an era? And who is this? Got Arturo Vidal. Bit of a surprise, right, chat? I don't think anyone saw this one coming. Kind of neat. So we'll check out his stats here. So this will be an exchange that'll go live with Tropical Tour. Obviously, he'll be untradeable, but you can complete the exchange. So I'm not going to open up the requirements because I know that it might affect market stuff. So I'm going to leave that as is. You just get to see the tile, you get to see his stats. And that's where we're gonna hold off there. However, I think what I'd like to do is to play, I want to get to just this match here. So I'm just going to quickly do these skill games. So I want to play with some of the Tropical Tour players for you all. Secret Souvenir, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what Secret Souvenirs are. That's news to me. Never heard of those things. Don't judge my skill game accuracy here. We've got lots of people watching. It's stressful. Oh God, am I gonna fail a skill game on stream? How embarrassing would that be? Oh my goodness, this would be a new low. All right, this has to be it. There we go. Oof, left it to the last one. Right, that would have been embarrassing. All right, let's do this one here, and I'll get into the match, and we'll play with some of those players. Right? It would have been bad failing a skill game, the first one on stream. All right, let's do the dribble race here. This is one let's see. All right. Oh God. All right, we got it. Okay. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, that is equally embarrassing. Honestly, you guys try doing this with thousands of people watching you. It's not as easy as it looks. Oh God. All right, we got it. Okay, easy stuff. Okay. All right, I'm not the only one who's failed skill games on stream. That's good. All right, and we'll do this quick match here. So we got 45 minutes, down 1-0, but I think with the squad we got, we'll do it. Damage has been done. So by the way, everything I showed there is still work in progress for this event. We're just kind of showcasing this in a live stream here. So just keeping that in mind, everyone. Also, you get to see my skills here. I actually haven't unlocked skill games or skill moves on this account yet because it's so new. So I'm gonna have to rely on my stand-up dribbling here. And oof, that was rough. So I'll get a few of these players and you can see how they perform, if you're curious. So we got Aubameyang here, Firmino. All right, that's a nice tackle there by Fabinho. Valverde. What does he have? Oh, he's got heel to heel. Okay. Okay, let's get over to Aubameyang. Let's try a long shot here with Firmino. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, you can tell the weak foot, right? On that previous one. Second Summer Prime, I do not have any information on that. I'm sorry. But we will keep everyone posted. Ooh, nice tackle there. Also, I'm assuming everyone here on stream knows about the double tap pass where you can actually do a give and go. If you notice right there. Would recommend using that. It's actually been very helpful. Oh, there's Aubameyang. What's actually a skill move here? Oh, got roulette. And let's see a shot. Ooh, not great there. Call me a head-to-head abuser. That's rough. I'm doing with those skill moves here. A nice tackle there. We'll get Aubameyang here. Whoa, okay. It is a little different playing in front of a ton of people on stream. So don't judge too hard here. I'm trying my best. This is different. We're trying this out. I think ideally I'd love to get the live game on the stream and then maybe challenge a few people to some head-to-head. Obviously with my regular squad, I will not be playing with like a supercharged event squad. Ooh. All right, let's get Aubameyang with a goal here. Oh, not great, not great. All right, Thiago Silva. Okay, Jimenez here. There we go. I like to do like the stand-up dribble. It's kind of like my go-to. I usually do that, try to create some space, maybe do an open-up fake shot. Not much of a crosser. As much as other folks on this chat will tell you I am, I'm not, surprisingly. Let's get this here. No. Forced it a bit. All right, let's wrap this up here. I think I only got, a few minutes left. Oof, rough. Let's see, Valverde. No. Okay, let's just end it here. Nice. All right, everyone. That was, you got to see Antoine play a PvE match. Pretty sloppy, right? Not impressive. I'm still stuck on that Athletic Bilbao match. What's Fabinho's? Oh, there we go. I'm just coping. He loves cross spamming. I don't actually, surprisingly. As much as these people will tell you I like to cross spam, I don't. So anyways, that was kind of the little show off of the event and the players. We're gonna jump into giveaways actually while I'm on stream here. So I think we'll do some giveaways. I'll just show off some more players. But what we're gonna do is we have two special giveaway players. We have this Valverde with the blue Real Madrid kit. And then we also have the Luis Diaz in this awesome kit right here. So shout out to the team for making these giveaway players happen. It's always awesome to have these. So I think we're gonna drop the hashtag right now for the giveaways. If we're all ready, I think Jason's got it all good to go in stream. But the hashtag is #tropical. So we're gonna be giving away a few of these players. It's your choice. You get to choose between Luis Diaz here or Fede Valverde. #tropical in the chat, everybody. Here we go. As mentioned in on previous streams, you'll get this tomorrow when the event goes live. You don't get it before the event goes live. So yeah, tropical. We'll do a draw there. In the meantime, let's do some more tropical tour skill games. I gotta say, having like the game live on stream makes it just feels more natural. Like being able to talk about the game, play the game, show off the players. I think it's a big improvement on just regular screenshots. Want to keep doing this more often. It's pretty fun. There we go. I didn't actually fail the skill game. Look at that. So we have our first winner is Mach24SV. Mach24SV, congrats, you get your choice of Valverde or Diaz. We'll do a few more of these, everyone. Or you can just watch me fail miserably against Liverpool here. All right. We're going to be doing another one as well, another giveaway. So everyone keep dropping in #tropical. And Mach24SV, look out for a whisper from Jason to set up your giveaway. So our next winner here, I'm trying to multitask here while playing and looking at these giveaway winners. So we have ADM King 28 is our next winner. ADM King 28. Ooh, let's see. Nice tackle there by Garrison. What's a skill move here? Oh, he's got heel to heel. Oof. So yeah, ADM King 28. Oh, nice through ball here. Ooh, not great. So keep dropping in #tropical. We've got 3 more giveaways to give out. It's your choice again, Valverde or Diaz, with those special action shots we showed. But yeah, just in general though, I think like Tropical Tour is kind of just like a nice little event on the side. Nothing crazy. Just kind of come in, do your skill moves or your skill games, your matches, get some rewards, some resources. If you really like the players in there, let's see if I can score here. There we go, Aubameyang, nice. So we got our third winner is SOVNYA Sovnia _. Congratulations. So we got 2 more giveaways to do. If you haven't won, drop in #tropical. Ooh, that's a terrible throw-in. Got the little, put a through ball here to Simon. Nice. So our 4th winner here is Eldesquiciad. ELDESQUICIAD. Congratulations. Look out for a whisper from Jason. Looks like we're on our way here to a simple 2-0 win. Definitely made it much harder than it should have been. I think just trying to be on stream and watching this and trying to win at the same time. But again, no excuses. I shouldn't be making excuses. This should be an easy, tidy game for me. Oh, nice. Ederson's got it. Let's have some fun here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. Embarrassing. So we got one last winner here. #tropical. And our last winner here is Afentiko1312. So AFENTIKO1312. So congrats. That was our last giveaway. Appreciate everyone And as you can see here, that times up well with finishing up this match. And as I mentioned here, you get the starfish credit towards the paths. And let's go check in actually to the pass. Let's get our first reward. We got ourselves some shells. And you'll take that into the sunny shores. I can't share that right now, but when you're in the game tomorrow, you'll be able to. Let's see what we got for some quests here. So yeah, that was it, everyone, for the tropical tour giveaways. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. It was definitely jam-packed. We had a lot of stuff to go through. I was really happy that we were able to get this this game capture on stream. We went through a lot, actually. We went to manager mode. We had gameplay. We went through tropical tour here. A lot of stuff. So we'll have more information. Obviously, we'll have the guide coming out later before the event. But it is fairly straightforward, and excited for some of these players. So that pretty much wraps up the stream, everyone. Again, really appreciate it. I think we got through a lot of stuff. Big dub stream, I agree. I want to start doing more of these. Want to even get maybe the live game on, play some of you guys in the chat. It should be really fun. So again, thank you for tuning in. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did as well. We'll see you around, and have a great rest of your week. See y'all later.